بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. In this video we're going to look at a mas'ala that comes out of the previous discussion. If you remember, in the previous discussion we talked about a Muslim marrying another Muslim and who can witness that. Here we are building upon that because there's a logic to everything that happens in the Hidayah, in that what about a marriage between a Muslim and a dhimmi? A dhimmiya is a person, a woman in this case, who is a subject of the Muslim sovereign state. She lives in Dar al Islam, if you like. And there's different definitions, but the basic definition is someone who is from the Ahlul Kitab, the people of the book, who are allowed to marry or be married with a Muslim man. So let me read the Arabic to you, and then inshallah we'll just explain what's going on here. It's a fascinating discussion between the Hanafi ulama. So the author says, قال وإن تزوج مسلم ذمية بشهادة ذميين جاز عند أبي حنيفة وأبي يوسف. So if a Muslim marries a dhimmi person, woman, with the witnesses of two dhimmis. So, a Muslim man, he marries a dhimmi person, and the two witnesses are dhimmis, basically, right? So he's Muslim, and she's obviously a dhimmiya. Okay, that's the scenario. Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Abu Yusuf, they allow it. So I put them down as Shaykhain. Jaza inda Abi Hanifata wa Abi Yusuf. Then if you read the Arabic again, وَقَالَ مُحَمَّدٌ وَزُفَرٌ لَا يَجُوزُ. Imam Muhammad, I put him down as M, and Imam Zufar here, they don't allow it. Okay, so now the question is why and how do we resolve this question? So let's look at what Imam Muhammad and Imam Zufar have to say, because their response is given first. And they say, لأن السماع في النكاح شهادة ولا شهادة للكافر على المسلم فكأنهما لم يسمعا كلام مسلم. So they say that basically there's this idea that listening is shahada, and a disbeliever, a non-Muslim, cannot become a witness against a Muslim. So they've kind of put the man and the woman together, if you like. They've coupled them together, and they say that because of this, it's as though they didn't even hear this. فَكَأَنَّهَا, as it says here, فَكَأَنَّهُمَا لَمْ يَسْمَعَ كَلَامُ مُسْلِمٍ. It's as though the dhimmis didn't hear the Muslim. In other words, we don't accept their witnessing. Because listening, shahad or sami'a yasma'u shahada, is a form of shahada, and the disbeliever cannot, his witnessing or his listening cannot be accepted against a Muslim. And so there's no shahada, there's no nikah at all. It sounds very reasonable based on what we have said previously. But we haven't finished yet. We need to hear the Shaykhain. We need to hear what Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Abu Yusuf, may Allah be pleased with both of them, have to say. So Imam Maraghinani says, وَلَهُمَا, as in them two, وَلَهُمَا أن شهادة شرطت في النكاح على اعتبار إثبات الملك لوروده على محل ذي خطر لا على اعتبار وجوب المهر إذ لا شهادة تشترط في لزوم المال وهما شاهدان عليها. Okay, so we're going to respond to Imam Muhammad, Imam Zufar in a second, but we're going to look at what Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Abu Yusuf have to say. So they say that shahada is one of two things. So we have to get to the essence of shahada. What are we actually witnessing? That is the question that Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Abu Yusuf are asking here. Now this is really important. Please don't get lost in the discussions and forget about what's actually going on here. What we are also finding out here is what are they witnessing? What is the essence of the shahada? So they say, well, it can be one of two things. It can either be the man who's being given this honor, and they call it an honor, and the woman also be given this honor of isbat al-milk, milk al-mut'ata, right? So it's affirming that he has access to her. He has access to the woman, exclusive access, and that's an honor. This is very important. So we learn an important principle here that this is an important situation, nikah, where the man is honoring the woman by engaging in marriage with her, and she's accepting him. This is an honor for him and both for her. So we're talking about a form of honoring that's taking place here, but he says that it can also be that's what he says here, that it could also be a form of mahar, that there's some transaction going here because the man can give mahar to her, but that's not really honor. We're not really honoring someone. There's no honor in exchanging wealth. The honor is exchanging souls, bodies, people. And also the second reason they gave is that even if you don't give mahar, it's not a condition of nikah. Because wujub is la shahadata tushtaratu fi luzum al-mal. We don't say that shahada, for it to happen, requires wealth being imposed upon someone. So this one doesn't work. So what they've done is, through elimination, they've established that actually what we're doing is we are doing this. Honoring the woman. We're honoring the woman, we're honoring the man, and it's a form of honor. Okay. So once we've established that, and we've established that therefore its utilization, what's called milk al-mut'a, access to the wife, what's actually happening here? The Shaykh is saying, well, this is a form of witnessing that's for the man against the woman, if you like. Why is that important? Well, remember, the man is a Muslim and she's a dhimmiya. And in our usul, we can accept non-Muslims, i.e. the dhimmis here, witnessing in favor of a Muslim, because they are witnessing that he has milkul mut'a, he has this in favor of him. They're not witnessing against him. So there's a distinction to be made when you're witnessing for a Muslim and against a Muslim. Okay, and of course that's a good thing, right? If a non-Muslim is witnessing something that's in favor of a Muslim, that's a positive thing. It's strengthening the discussion we had in a previous video. وَلَنْ يَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ لِلْكَافِرِينَ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ سَبِيلًا. So what they're doing is, in fact, they are witnessing for him and this mulkul muta against her, which is fine because she's a dhimmi and they're a dhimmi too. So you can see this beautiful interplay here, how there's a nuance between a marriage between a Muslim and a dhimmi, and that it's valid, that if two dhimmis were to witness that wedding, it's valid according to the shaykhain, at least from this ibara, from this discussion here, because essentially it comes down to the question is, what is the essence of shahada? The essence of shahada is witnessing this honor that this man has established, this milki mut'a, this access, which is in his favor for him against the woman. And just to end at the end here, he just finishes off by saying, well, by this discussion, we sidestep this discussion that Imam Muhammad, Imam Zufar had, because we separate those two people out. We separate the Muslim and the dhimmi out. So this discussion doesn't even happen. We don't even need to have this discussion. We call it qiyas ma al-fariq, because they're using a form of qiyas. We don't need to get involved in that. So it's a very, very nice, tidy discussion, because the contract, he says here, is done. Okay, so this is a useful, tidy little discussion. Inshallah, we have one more final discussion on this particular topic before we move on to more details. I hope you found that useful, very, very straightforward, and I look forward to speaking with you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.